It's time again for the Science Bowl.
Zoo Parade for 5. What big teeth the hippo has are actually a pair of these. Science Potpourri for 10. Would a snake most likely eat every day? Every week, Dateline Science for 10. Why are some elephants wearing necklaces these days? Green things for 15.
And now, here's your host, Mr. Z himself, Dave Zarin.
Thank you, and welcome to the Science Bowl, the science game show here in the Prince George's Schools where we test science IQs. Test your own and play along with us today. Let's meet today's teams. Two great middle schools here today from Dwight Eisenhower in Hyattsville. Dwight Eisenhower, welcome today from them, Mr. Dwight, Michael Akanse, Abdoulaye Drame, and Lamine Diaby. And from Hyattsville Middle School, would you please say hello to Abby Coleman, Ben Schultz, and Todd Bills. And now, here are the categories we use on the Science Bowl.
Okay, Mr. Z, here's today's categories. Green things, questions about plants and all things green and growing. Zoo Parade, a Noah's Ark of questions about animals. Body systems, we'll see how much you know about yourself, about things like breathing and growing, and digesting your food. Let's get physical. Questions that test your knowledge of physics and chemistry, earth science and space science. Then there's Science Potpourri. Here's a grab bag of science questions, everything from air pollution to the kitchen sink. And finally, Dateline Science. We'll ask you about science history and science in the news.
Here on the Science Bowl, we arrange our game board according to question difficulty. Easier questions there on the left, 5 and 10 points. Tougher ones to the right, 15, 20, ultimately 25, toughest of them all. Both of our teams start out at 50 points. No penalties ever for incorrect answers. And to the 2 rounds today, we will have a winner to take on Greenbelt for the chance to move on in our competition. Let's make sure everything works properly today. Abdoulaye, could you try that buzzer for me? Thank you, young man. Good luck to you and to Lamine and to Michael. Good to have you here today. And the green team, Ben, give it a push. All right, bingo. It works good. And Ben and Todd and Abby, good luck to you as well. Congratulations, guys, for being here representing your schools as ambassadors. As I like to say, you win just by being here. Makes no difference what that score is. All right, we're going to go alphabetically D before H. So Dwight Eisenhower and Abdoulaye, let's play the bowl.
Okay, body systems for 10.
Body systems for 10 points. Teams, the speed of impulses traveling along this body system is about 200 miles per hour. Hyattsville?
The nervous system.
The nervous system, absolutely right. That's why, you know, if you drop something on your foot in a split second, oh, then it hurts. It goes fast. Go green.
Body systems for 15, please.
Body systems for 15 points. Teams, more and more young people your age are being diagnosed with myopia, which is another name for this eye condition. Hyattsville.
Nearsightedness.
Nearsightedness, absolutely right. AKA nearsightedness. Thank you, Abby, for your assist. All right, Ben.
Let's get physical for 15, please.
Physical 15 cents for 15 points. It's a multiple choice question. Teams, if I asked you where you would find a contrail, C-O-N-T-R-A-I-L, would it be under the earth, in the sea?
In the sky.
In the sky, yeah. Contrail is that white stream you see in the back of an airplane as it flies along, the condensation that takes place in the upper atmosphere. Okay, go again, Hyattsville.
Science Potpourri, please, for 15.
Potpourri for 15 points. Teams, the Soviets in space, have recently used a 3D printer to make a satellite so small that they use this 4-letter prefix that means 1 billionth. Dwight Eisenhower. Lamine and Mike, help them out.
Deci?
Not deci. Good try. What 4-letter prefix means 1 billionth?
Nano?
Nano, yeah, a nano satellite. It's that tiny. Absolutely right. Done with a 3D printer. Okay, green again.
Dateline Science for 15, please.
Dateline for 15 points. Teams, there is a group in England called the Linnean Society, L-I-N-N-E-A-N. It is named for this geneticist who... Hyattsville.
Oh, sorry, say it to me. Linnaeus. Linnaeus.
Linnaeus, Carolus Linnaeus. Thank you, Todd. Very, absolutely right. Giving a scientific name to all the creatures on Earth. Okay, you guys got to talk to each other. I want to hear you talk, all right? I want to see you talk. Come on, Mike, give us a smile. All right, let's get into it. Let's work there and help out Abdullah. He can't do this all on his own. All right, you're on a roll there, Hyattsville. Go.
Zoo parade for 10, please.
Zoo parade for 10 points. Look at the monitor in the studio, if you would, please. And this is a strange-looking creature. You don't want to run into it. It's a giant shrew called a soledon, S-O-L-E-D-O-N. It is one of the very few mammals that, like a snake, can inject this when it bites.
Venom.
Venom, that's what I want to hear. It's one of the very few venomous mammals. Good, Mike. Okay. Abdullah, go. You're on the board.
Okay, zoo parade for 15.
Zoo parade for 15 points. Teams, they've recently found a new shrimp. They've never seen it before. They gave it the scientific name Elephantus jageri because it looks like the old rocker. What do you want to tell me?
Elephant?
No. This shrimp, Elephantus jageri, is so named because it looks like the old rocker Mick Jagger. Elephantus is the genus name. Jageri is this name.
The species.
The
name.
species, yeah, the genus and the species. Good try. Get them next time. Green.
Sorry. Green things for 10, please.
Green things for 10 points. Teams, you might want to consult a mycologist before you dine on one of these non-green fungal delicacies. Hyattsville.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, yes. Don't just go out and pick out any mushroom. Might look good. Could be the last thing you eat. All right, Abby, thanks for your help on that one. Go green.
Let's get physical for 10, please.
Physical for 10 points. Teams, dew forms on the grass in the morning because of this process. Hyattsville.
Condensation.
Condensation, absolutely right. Come on, guys, you know that. That's why you see that. You walk outside, your shoes get all wet, and you see the condensation on the windshield. Yeah, that process. Go, green.
Green things for 15, please.
Green things for 15 points. Teams, Irish moss is neither Irish nor moss. It is an edible form of this kind of plant that lives in the ocean. Eisenhower.
Algae?
Algae, absolutely right. Or seaweed. Would have taken either one. Red, go.
Okay, green things for 5.
Green things for 5 points. Teams, listen carefully. Easy answer. Get ready on your buzzers. They say the apple doesn't fall far
From the tree.
from the tree. Good. Red.
Okay, zoo parade for 5.
Zoo parade for 5 points. Teams, you might have seen that commercial on TV for Samsung. They're playing Rocket Man, and it's all about things doing things that you can't do. And it shows this most familiar of flightless birds flying.
Penguin?
Not a penguin. This most familiar of flightless birds flying.
Ostrich.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All the other ostriches are watching. One goes like this, and whoo, up he goes. All right, the buzzer says the first round is over. It's been a good one. Eisenhower's at 80, Hyattsville's at 160. We'll be back with round 2 in just a second. Don't you go away. Welcome back to Science. Well, thank you for spending part of your day with us. And yes, we've just begun our 32nd year. And yes, the middle schools are here. And we're very proud of these young people coming to play our game, many of whom you've seen before because they've been here in elementary school or competed previously for their middle schools. Let's meet them. Let's go first to Dwight Eisenhower. And Abdullah, nice to see you back again.
Nice to see you too.
Thank you very much. And we love having you here on Science. Well, tell us about Eisenhower. What do you like about your school?
The teachers there, they're really nice. They always go the extra mile to see every student succeed.
Well, that's important. Yeah, they're not just working to the letter. They're doing more to help each one of you because each one of us is different. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tell me who your principal is.
Mr. Mangrum.
Wonderful. And who's the sponsor of your team?
Miss Nida.
Yeah, Miss Nida, and she is here. We thank Miss Nida so much because this is her first year doing this, and we appreciate that very much. Tell me about any extracurricular activities you're involved in.
Okay, well, besides Science Bowl, like, I'm not in it yet, but I would like to do, like, track.
Wonderful, yeah. Get an athletic part of your portfolio going there. And before I leave you, I want to know what you want to do when you get older, but first of all, tell me if you have any alternates on your team.
Yeah, we have one alternate.
Wonderful. We'll bring that person out in just a few moments. Someday, what do you want to do?
Anything in the coding range.
Wonderful. Yeah. You're a very serious-minded young man. You're doing a nice job here today. It's good to have you back. Lamine, tell us about yourself. Tell us the Lamine story. What do you do in your spare time?
I like to play soccer and Roblox.
Yeah, being a kid, doing stuff like that. And what do you want to grow up to be?
An engineer.
An engineer. Yeah, we have a couple more engineers here. And do you like to read?
Yes.
Yeah, readers do real well on the Science Bowl here. How about you, Mike? Do you like to read?
Yes.
What kind of books you like?
Fiction.
Fiction. And I was asking if you've read anything lately that you like. Are there certain authors that you like to read?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Why did you want to be on the Science Bowl? Why did you come here today? Had you seen the show before?
Yes.
Okay, all right. You have a good time in the second half. We like having you here.
Okay.
Hyattsville, tell us about yourself. Hyattsville is one of the winningest schools in Science Bowl's 32-year history, and I know you'd like to add another notch on that this year. Ben, tell me about the school. Who's the principal there?
Mr. Boone is our
Boone,
principal.
Mr. Thornton Boone, yeah.
Yep.
And the sponsor of your team.
We have two sponsors, Mr. Whitman and Ms. Davis, both of who are teachers at the school.
Wonderful. Are they both here today?
Yeah, they are, just in the other room.
We'll bring them out in just a few moments. An alternate or two on your team?
One, his name is Kelvin.
Wonderful.
Just so you know, Kelvin, even though you're not here, you mean a lot to us.
Thank you, Todd.
Thank
he
you, Kelvin.
appreciates hearing that. Todd is a very shy contestant here, as you can see. Ben, tell us about Hyattsville. What do you really like about the school?
Great arts program. Lots of arts stuff going on at Hyattsville. I am myself in the CPA dance program. CPA is Creative and Performing Arts, I think. Yeah. And it's just really good. It draws people from all over, even if they're not in boundary for the school necessarily. They can come and they can audition and try out to be in the great arts program that we have at Hyattsville.
Well, thank you. That's a great commercial for the CPA program. Thanks, Ben. And I know you told me earlier you'd like to be an electrical engineer someday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. I know you're going to be successful. Good voice. Good stage presence.
Thank you.
Abby, you're welcome. Abby, this young lady wants to go down in the deepest seas and out in the farthest reaches of space, right?
Yeah.
Either or both.
Both, as much as I can do, because it's a lot of things that we don't know about are either in space or underwater, and we know less about the deep ocean than we know about space. So just learning new stuff about science is so interesting, because when you're in school, it's a lot of stuff you already know, you're going over things other people have found out, but I want to discover new science. It's some of the coolest stuff that there's science that we don't know about.
I love your enthusiasm. And you're so right. You know, how about you doing something that other people will study, right? Get some new stuff out there.
Yeah.
Todd, welcome to the show for the first time.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Why'd you want to be here?
Like Ben here is my best friend, and he said I'd be really good at it.
Yeah. Well, if Ben recommends you, then you're okay in our book here. And you told me you want to do something with programming maybe when you get older?
Yeah, I like solving problems, and I like creating things that solve problems. And there's just so much you can do with computing, and it's like there is almost nothing you can't do in some form or another with computer programs.
And we see that every day. We see that every day. Some of the things that would have amazed us before, now it's almost kind of expected that they're going to happen. You're going to be good at it. Let's get back into the game. Hyattsville 160, 80 for Dwight Eisenhower. Boy, the high-valued points are all available still here. And green team, start us out.
Let's do science potpourri for 20, please.
Potpourri for 20 points. Teams, listen carefully. You all know this. You all know this. It's a 10-letter word. If you're between 11 and 13, between puberty and adulthood, you're in this phase of your life. You're in this phase of your life.
A teenager.
What's that?
Teenager.
No. Nope. Ben?
Adolescent.
Adolescence. That's the 10-letter word. Good. Green.
Science potpourri for 10, please.
Science potpourri for 10 points. Teams, it's not because of the rubber in the tires on your car, but the metal in the car's body that protects you if this happens.
If you get hit by lightning.
If this happens, Hyattsville.
If you get hit by lightning.
If you get hit by lightning. If you're in the car, you're going to be safe because of the metal, not because of the rubber, which a lot of people think. That is fallacy. Green.
Dateline science for 5, please.
Dateline science for 5 points. You all know this one. Get on your buzzers. Get ready. Looking like the flywheel on a gyroscope with a ball bearing, everybody is playing with their
Fidget spinners.
Their fidget spinner. Absolutely right. You all know fidget spinners. Mike, let's get engaged here. I don't want to see you. No more texting here, all right? Okay, just playing the game. All right, Ben, go.
Science potpourri for 5, please.
Science potpourri for 5 points. Team's Lucky Charms cereal has brought out a new piece that looks like a rainbow. Have to lie? What were you going to tell me?
It was an accident.
Okay, that's all right. All right, Hyattsville, this new Lucky Charms cereal piece has brought out a new rainbow piece, but it doesn't have all how many colors?
7 if you count both in 7.
7, exactly right, yes. Roy G. Bibb, yeah. Good, green.
Let's get physical for 5.
Let's get physical for 5 points. Teams, AP can stand for advanced placement, but if you're a meteorologist with a barometer, AP stands for this.
Air pressure.
Air pressure, that's right, or atmospheric pressure. Go again.
Dateline science for 10, please.
Dateline for 10. After Hurricane Harvey, Houston stunk because the oil refineries were releasing SO2. What is SO2? Come on, guys, let's get this one. Put your heads together. What is
sodium oxide?
No, not sodium oxide. What is SO2 that stinks?
Sulfur? Or sulfuric acid, sorry.
No, it's sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide. That was tougher than we thought it would be. Go, green.
Let's get physical for 20, please.
Let's get physical for 20 points. Teams, if light passes through a substance with little or no distortion, distortion can be transparent or translucent. If it doesn't go through at all, it's known as this.
Opaque.
Opaque. That's it. Good. Go.
Oh, body systems for 20, please.
Body systems for 20 points. Teams, in order for all of you to attend school in Prince George's County, you need to get a vaccine that is known as MM.
No.
What you got, guys? What did you want to tell me?
Flu shot.
Lamine, did you want to say something? Tell me what you wanted to say.
Flu shot.
Not a flu shot, no. You need an MMR vaccination. The R in MMR is rubella. What are the 2 M's?
Can I pass it to Abby?
Measles and mumps.
You got it. Nicely done. Good comeback. Go green.
Body systems for 5, please.
Body systems for 5 points. Teams, there are a lot of rules in life. There are the 10 Commandments. There's the Bill of Rights. And then there's the kind of casual rule of this digit.
Rule of thumb.
The rule of thumb, yeah. At one time, people used their thumb when they didn't have rulers because this was about an inch. Yeah. Go green.
Okay. Zoo parade for 20, please.
Zoo parade for 20 points. This is an interesting question. It's 2-part. Listen, it's kind of a fun thing. There's a Volkswagen car called the Tiguan. Tiguan. In life, that would be an impossible hybrid of what jungle cat and what tropical lizard?
The tiger and the iguana.
The tiger, the tig, and the iguana, the wan. Good. Well done.
Oh, green things for 25, please.
Green things for 25. All right, teams. Plant cells are surrounded by cell walls. Yes, sir. Okay. Plant cells are surrounded by cell walls made of cellulose, which is a fiber. Cellulose itself is derived from this simplest of sugars that plants make during photosynthesis. Let's turn that light out, please, Mark. Thank you. What you got?
Glucose.
Glucose. Good answer. Nice group think over there. Go green.
Green things for 20, please.
Green things for 20 points. Teams, this is a visual question. Look at the monitor. And it looks like there's really something wrong with these trees. Looks like the Leaning Towers of Pisa. These are called Cook pines. They're found in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere. I'm going to ask you to spell something, so listen carefully to my story. These trees all lean this way in the northern hemisphere toward the equator. In the southern hemisphere, they all lean this way toward the equator. That's an example of something called phototropism. Spell phototropism.
PHOTOTROPISM. O T no T O T H R P I S M.
Oh, close, close. Phototropism. Give it a shot. Who's spelling over there?
Could I pass it to Todd?
Sure can.
P H O T O T R O P H I S M.
No H. No H. Otherwise, you had it perfect. All right, can't give any points away that time. Green, pick another one.
Dateline Science for 20.
Dateline for 20 points. All right, teams, your question is as follows. There's a television commercial called 23andMe. It's a company that lets you know what part of you is African, Scandinavian, Asian, Italian. The 23 number refers to...
It refers to the amount of pairs of chromosomes that you have.
That's right. And you guys knew that. You just didn't jump fast enough. Okay. All right, Green. You're racking them up. Where next?
Zoo Parade for 25, please.
Zoo Parade for 25. All right, teams. Let's see how well we know ourselves. The human eye is almost identical to that found in this largest of the world's cephalopods. What creature is that?
Is it an octopus?
Yeah, it is. The octopus. See, you don't have to go diving into this. See, you already know that, Abby. The octopus eye is almost identical to that of the human eye. Great acuity there. All right, Green.
Body Systems for 25, please.
I'm sorry?
Body Systems
Body
for 25.
Systems for 25. Big one in that category. Teams, it is hard to believe, but fruit flies have about 80% of the same genes that we do. Their biochemistry is the same, and this M initial process is also the same that describes all of the physiological processes that go on in your body. What M initial term for 25 points?
Mitosis?
Mitosis, good try. Any ideas, guys? Come on, give me an M word.
Motion?
It's called metabolism. Metabolism. All right. Oh, the buzzer says the game is over. We won't get those last three questions in. It's been a great game for Hyattsville. It's also been a great game for Eisenhower. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a moment. Don't go away. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the game at home. It was mostly Hyattsville today, but 6 of these young people, it's tough being on this set here. They acquitted themselves beautifully. Proud of them all. Our final tally is Hyattsville 340, Dwight Eisenhower 80. So Hyattsville, congratulations. The team in black over there, Abby and Ben and Todd and Kelvin. Kelvin waved everybody. You're important as an alternate back there, Mr. Whitman and Miss Davis. Thank you for bringing us a wonderful team. And Miss Nita, thank you so much for bringing this team. Hardly any time to practice here. You threw the team together, and you guys were remarkable. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. Lamine and Abdullah and Michael. Monica waved everybody out there. I'm going to wave to you as well. I'm Dave Zera, and I hope to see you next time on another edition of Science Bowl. Bye-bye now.